ball, and that's the danger zone to Higashioka. We've seen him park pitches like that. We've seen him going down the great way to lead off an inning, especially late when you only are up by one. That's a breaking ball, and that's the danger zone to Higashioka. We've seen him park pitches like that. We've seen him going down the left field line, and all Ibanez done. It's a twister, Andy M. In for a double.
On the ground, that's out to Alika Williams. To second, out at first. So Pete Crow Armstrong able to beat it at second base, and now second and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, with first and second, Rowdy Tellez playing well off the base, so PCA.
Hey, real quick, on the top right, I had mentioned earlier about how the Cubs have been raking. I mean, just killing it. And Jared Jones has held them to 1 run, and we're into the 5th inning. 4 2/3. I know it's not deep, but he is doing a phenomenal job. And right now, with 2 outs, he can get out of this.
Fair ball down the line. It's going to score 2. It's going to get into the corner. Ian on the move, racing for third. And he's got a 2-run triple. It's 3-0.
We've seen Pete Crow Armstrong's speed impact the game in so many ways, and we just see another example of it there, beating that forced play at second base, keeps the inning alive. Ian Happ, as he's done so often here lately, jumping on that first pitch and doing so effectively. A little cutter whacked into the right field corner. Coverage Cam is brought to you by T.
Matt Yaloff with you, and we're back on MLB Big Inning. Welcome back on Apple TV Plus. And you just missed the Cubs driving a couple of runs. Ian Happ doing the damage. So now they're up by a score of 3-0. Luis Arraez is up on the top left. Let's get there.
This engagement. Back to the bag, McCoy. Foul down the left field line. He'll continue to foul off pitches until he get one to work with, one to his liking.
Well, we might see 8 or 9 pitches just like that. Great hand-eye coordination, bat-to-ball skills.
On the ground, big hit into left field. From third comes Higashioka. Padres take a 2-0 lead. Luis Arraez has driven in both Padres runs today.
The sprinkler. Look at him get on top of that high fastball. But anyway, if taken, a ball, no doubt. Trying to expand the zone once again. If it's his liking, if he get bat to ball, he's going to hack at it just out of the reach with the drawn-in infield. Look out, David.
Pitching change. Padres on top 2-0. into scoring position. A productive out as he moves him over. A reminder, no game tomorrow. Kind of an unusual Tuesday off day. And then the other two games of the series, Wednesday, Thursday. And then the San Francisco Giants will be in before the Padres head back out on the road to take on both the Mariners and the Giants. A strike into Jake Cronenworth, batting for the first time. Took over at first base an inning ago defensively. 249, 16 homers, 78 runs batted in. Donovan Solano started at first today, 0 for 3. Ground ball towards third base. Young's coming home, and the tag is on him for the out. Mason McCoy gunned down that infield in. It works for the Tigers. 5-2 on the putout at the plate.
Well, that's the play. Contact, got to go. Here it is. Runner at third, eyes it. Contact. The race is on. Now the throw. Tried to get his hand in there. Mason sliding in the foul side there. Let's see here. Does he get the tag down there? Umpire right there. Alex Tosi right on top of it.
So on the bottom right, Josh Smith drives in Marcus Semien, who is on the move, and he scores easily. It's a 2-1 game. Manny Machado up with 2 men on and 2 outs in a 2-0 game. Volume.
Ground ball, base hit into right field. From third comes Luis Arraez. 3-0 Padres. Manny Machado driving in a big run.
Huge. Manny, sure, he's got pop. Extra base pop off the end of the bat on the sinker. Opposite side. Through the hole. Padres add on.
Bogarts hits one in the air to left field. Ibanez racing towards the line. Will get there to make the catch. It ends the inning, but the damage has been done.
Smith, he leads off second. Two and two. Swing and a miss, got him. Dialed it up to 97. Blew it right by him.
1-1. Take a look at Royce Lewis.
Pretty good numbers for 128 games total. They have a hard time staying healthy. Such a tremendous talent, but has had trouble being out there consistently. But when he has, those numbers, pretty big numbers.
Line drive, that's going to be a base hit into center. A couple hops out there to DeLuca.
Here's a 1-2. Chopped. Horner grabs it, off balance, throws out Cruz. Nice play, Nico. And there's that range. Gold Glovers up the middle with Swanson and Horner. And Nico able to make that play.
And it's got some topspin, so that second bounce has got a little extra juice on it. Has to lunge for it, gets him out of balance a little bit. And he knows with Cruz going down the line, he doesn't have a whole lot of time to set his feet. Make an awkward flip, and well done, Nico.
So here's McCutchen down. And the First offering a sinker in there at 93 for a strike. Craig Counsell got a chance to manage Andrew McCutchen back in 2022, his 1 year as a Brewer. Foul back, but now back with the team that drafted him in the first round back in 05. Former MVP, 5 times at All-Star. Really good career.
Will turn 38 in October.
Swing and a miss. Taillon pumps his fist. He gets the strikeout. Inning over.
Heath today 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a foul out, and a swing and a miss. 1 and 2. To left, and a base hit starts things here in the 9th inning for the Tigers. Opposite field for Colt Keith.
I think we've seen many times teams against Suarez do just that. You know, if you try to come out of your shoes, well, first of all, the Tigers need base runners, but that's the approach. That's the blueprint against Suarez. Try to play Pepper.
He was all choked up too.
Yep. Take it the other way. Just make contact. Try to avoid the punch out.
Spencer Torkelson 0 for 3 in the game. And a ground ball left side. Machado to second for 1. On to first for 2. Double play. Five, 4-3 on the double play. 2 down.
That happened quickly. Boy, Suarez keeping the ball down, playing a little catch at the Keystone. Nice.
Here's Chase Young. Look out on almost getting him back to the backstop. Hundo on the four-seamer. Strike 2. Two down, 9th inning. The pitch to Young. Popped up. Back at third. Machado going out. He's calling. He's catching out number 3. Ball game over. Padres win. They take the first of the 3-game series against the Detroit Tigers. They shut them out. 3-0 the victory. The 11th shutout of the year for the Padres. Their 3rd.
Yep, the Padres are looking good, real good. Musgrove, excellent. Tatis is back. Arise with what? 2 more hits and a couple of RBIs, and they take over the top wild card in the National League. Arizona lost today, so they flip-flop. So as of today, Labor Day, the Padres lead the wild card standings, and they are, let's see, the Dodgers did not play today, so they gain a half game. They're now 4.5 behind LA in the division. We're going to break on Apple TV Plus, so please come on back.
Julio has 1 stolen base today. We'll see if he wants to get another one.
Cal bounces this foul. Behind 0-2.
Standing in the aisle, working out some kinks in his swing on both sides of the plate. Again, I've never seen that before, and that's coming from a guy who is playing at an MVP level right now.
I liked as he goes down on strikes, called out on the check swing. What I liked yesterday, if you remember that game, here we go. See if he checked the swing or not. Really close. Didn't have to be.
9. He said after his first at bat, which he fouled one off to his shin and struck out. His second at bat, he said he was swinging at the first pitch, going to get the head out just so he wouldn't foul it off into his shin again.
Well,
that became a home run
against Crochet, who was just so tough. Brandon Nimmo doubled home a run in the third. 1 for 3 on the night. It's the final in San Diego. Padres beat the Tigers 3-0. 6 scoreless innings for Joe Musgrove. So the Padres are now alone in the #1 wild card spot, a game in front of Arizona. Mets have a chance to get within 3 games of the Diamondbacks and within a half game of the Braves, who are off tonight, if they can win this game. Good cutter by Winkowski, and it's 1-2.
Should know this, but I'm sure you do, Gary. Braves, who do they have tomorrow?
They got the Rockies at home.
Okay.
Danny Young.
Hey, we're back from a break for Apple TV Plus, and we're glad to be back. Matt Yaloff with you. We're going to head to St. Pete right now. It's a 1-run game. The Twins are up a run on Tampa Bay. Nobody on, 1 away.
3-2. Oh, and he got him reaching. That pitch sweeping away from him.
That was dirty. That right there, that's a hard breaking ball with a lot of sweep. Boy, look at that, how he spins that so tight. I mean, when you see a breaking ball in super slow-mo from center field and it's still tough to pick up spin, imagine being the hitter.
Mm-hmm. Ground out and a strikeout. Strike 1 here to Josh Lowe. Two. Max worked in the game yesterday, gave up a couple runs in 1 inning, walked a couple, gave up a hit, and came out of that with a win. Ooh, just a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, pretty close right there. Shh. Hold your breath there for a moment. Clevenger up in the bullpen for the Rays. On the ground, that's going to be backhanded. And the throw to first, not in time. It's going to be wide and getting back to the bag. That play backed up by Vasquez. And that's going to be a base hit for Josh Lowe, his 2nd of the night.
A nice job by Julian to make this play, be able to get to it. There's no way you're going to get the speedy Josh Lowe. Great effort. The couple of bouncer was well wide as Josh Lowe was well past the bag.
Well, the Athletics are
Odds provided by BetMGM. Bottom 7, Seattle and the A's. That game right above it, tied at 4. Seattle, even money, and the A's are -125.
lined right to the chest thereabouts of J.P. Crawford for round number 1.
Oh, nice defense. Good positioning.
Tristan Gray, the batter, with 1 out and nobody on. Logan Gilbert was able to shut the A's out in every inning but 1. They scored all 4 of their runs with 2 outs in the 3rd inning.
1-1 to Alonso. Is 0 for 2 in a walk tonight. Pete's just
Red Sox on the bottom. The worst bullpen ERA since the All-Star break. So they can't afford to give up any more runs in New York with Pete Alonso at the plate.
doubles in his rookie year when he hit the 53 home runs. He had 30 doubles that year. Can't tell you how many doubles he has with a mustache.
I like the brush.
It makes him look more polar bear-esque.
There you go.
Duren's at second with 2 down. And sails up high. 2-2. Jesse Winker would be next.
You know, Keith, I was just thinking out loud when the Mets face Milwaukee, because of the way the rules are and they won't play for 5 days, they will absolutely get their best pitchers.
That's true.
Because they have to pitch.
Yep.
It'll be the last time they get a chance.
Right. You're right.
Just away. Full count to Alonso. This year, more doubles, fewer home runs than in the past.
He's still hit 30, Gare.
30's pretty good.
I'll take it.
That's too high, ball 4, and the Mets have two. Called him out? Oh, come on. Larry.
I told you, Gare.
Larry.
I told you.
Larry.
Throw nicely done. Velez down to second, and there's one out.
Third time on the ground to the left side tonight for De La Cruz. Not an easy chance at all by Paredes, who had that throwing error early in the game, but his work down there at third base has been solid. And that is a tricky play. Well done.
Jamison Tyone on the mound for the Cubs, facing the team that drafted him 14 years ago. He's having a heck of a game. The pitch count fairly low, and that's what happens when you only walk 1 and you only fan 3. There's a good chance, if you have your good stuff, you're going to go deep. And he is. 3-0 Cubs, and they are definitely in the wild card race.
And here it is. Chop towards first, and Bush makes a play. Tyone gets over. Oh, Michael Bush, gorgeous play. A tough hop and a nice rangy play by Bush.
Oh, we talk about so often about the guys in the middle of the diamond, but how about the play by the corners here in this inning? First Paredes and now Bush, and we've seen Michael Bush make a ton of real good plays, and that is outstanding. Lays out, short hop, and then a good high flip to J-Mo covering. Michael Bush flashing some leather. Turned himself into one of the best defensive first basemen in the league.
Those pitches. High and deep to left center field. This one carrying near the wall. Jumping up, it is gone. A home run. Brooks Lee with a home run to the left of dead center. His second base hit tonight is third of his big league career. The Twins add on, and it's 5-3.
Brooks Lee providing the Twins with a little bit of insurance right here. Swinging from the right side. I remember when he first came up, he was saying his right-handed swing was feeling a lot better than his left-handed swing. I tell you what, that's a poke out there to left center.
It's his first big league home run hitting right-handed. His prior 2 came from the left side. And Lee adds on. And the Twins have a 2-run lead. And now Kyle Farmer pinch hitting for Eddie Julian against Clevenger. Ball 1 outside. Well, Farmer most likely was going to come in for defense in the bottom.
Hey, Brooks Lee, who went deep in Tampa for Minnesota, the 8th overall pick in 2022, out of Cal Poly. So you hear these guys' names leading up to the draft, then they get drafted, and then they can kind of slide under the radar until they arrive on the big stage. And he's here now, and the Twins have a 2-run lead.
Two and two. Full count to Kyle Farmer. And we'll do it again. Cole Sands is up in the bullpen. Rays have Morel, Wardvet, and DeLuca 6, 7, 8 due up in the 8th inning. Once again, the payoff to Kyle Farmer. To short, and that's caught by Walls. A line drive and a leaping catch made by the Rays shortstop, 1 down.
Alex Cora has been doing this a lot this year. They have used more pinch hitters than any other team in the majors. Trying to go with platoon advantages, but lately it hasn't been working out so well because a lot of his right-handed bats have been ice cold.
It's the 165th time he's used a pinch hitter this year. Kind of the same style that the Giants used the year they won 107? 108.
Yes. Gabe Kapler is their manager. Gonzalez is at 150 at bats this year. He's hitting 280 with a 756 OPS, so he's a nice year in a part-time role. Young's retired the first 2 by the strikeout, and that misses away. Ball 1. Abreu went 1 for 3.
On the bottom left, it's Romy Gonzalez, pinch hitting for Abreu. Excellent against lefties. That's why he's there. But gosh, they have nobody on. They're down by 3 with 2 outs in the 8th. So lots of work to be done. And Anthony Volpe on the top right, facing Jack Leiter. The 2 of them went to the same high school in New Jersey. That's pretty cool. I mean, think about that. You're walking down the hallway with your books, going to your locker, and then, I don't know, 6 years later, wherever it is, you're in the majors together.
You know, talked to Volpe, and he said that he had no problem not laughing. But you had a problem with Jeter, right?
I did. He wouldn't get in the box until I looked at him, and then he made a funny face and just completely disarmed me. But I threw him a fastball right down the middle.
Did he get a hit?
Out of respect. No, not the first time up. But he did get several hits off me from that point on.
Good fastball on the outside corner, 2-2. Volpe didn't like that call. Now calls time.
Pretty good pitch. Right on the borderline.
The 2-2. Driven out to left field and deep. Langford back. He's on the track. He'll make the play up against the wall. There's a smile.
Little spinning off-speed slider it looked like, and Jack Leiter is lucky to get this one back. He knows it. So does he.
0-1. Ground ball. Nice play by Simeon. Fires to first to get Verdugo for the final out.
It was mentioned before, just for Danny Young, it's just all about control. And I know he's trying to throw the back foot slider, but he's done that quite a few times this year.
Well, a huge moment in this game. Luis Torrens doing a little firm talking to Danny Young before he faces Rafael Devers, who's 0 for 3 tonight. The 6th inning, Luis Severino faced the same situation with Devers up, and Devers lined one to center, and Nimmo had trouble with it and made a diving catch. Adam Ottavino getting up in the bullpen. So here we go, 2-on-2 out for Devers. And the slider gets away from Torrens and moves the runners to second and third. Wild pitch chart to Young. So a walk, a hit batsman, a wild pitch, and all of a sudden the Red Sox have 2 in scoring position.
Boy, he's got the first 2 outs with strikeouts and now getting himself in a world of trouble.
One to Devers. And another one well out of the strike zone. 2-0.
You know, when he gets himself in trouble, you can see where, his inexperience works against him.
That one bends in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Got another left-hand hitter on deck in Casas. Gonzalez at third, O'Neill at second with 2 down. 2-1 to Rafael Devers. And he chops one to the right side. McNeil comes in, gets the throw away in time, side retired. Danny Young works out of trouble in the 8th. Pumping the fist, it's 4-1 New York.
And Beeks with a big out there, and PCA is down on strikes.
Yeah, maybe a little overly anxious with a man in scoring position there. This is a pitch that PCA had problems with early in the year, that breaking ball down below the barrel. Overly anxious. Chance for Amaya to be a hero here. Cash in that leadoff double.
Downstairs and ball 1 to Mickey, who's 0 for 2. Last 8 games coming in. 452, and he's knocked in 15.
Well, you would have to say that Jones overachieved tonight based on what the Cubs have been doing lately. Pretty solid effort for him tonight.
And fouls that off his foot, 1 and 2.
Toe burger. Nail on the big toe will probably come off eventually.
Yeah, somebody better call the tow truck. On the ground, knocked down Triolo, trying to find it. Throw to first in time, and they get out of the inning. Well, they can't do anything.
Verdugo toward the line. and makes the play in fair territory for the second out. And that'll bring up Corey Seager, cooking up something special with Hexclad. Corey Seager, 30 or more home run seasons. The most by any shortstop is A-Rod. Ernie Banks had 5 of them. Lindor 4, Tejada 4, and now Seager 3. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com.
I think one of the big questions for the Rangers moving forward in the future is whether he can stay at shortstop or not. Will he move to third base? And you got Josh Young over there. That's a pretty good third baseman, a youngster. Will he move to first? How much longer can he play short on that long-term deal? Garrett Cole.
Chance, that's gone! Home run off the bat of Johnny DeLuca. Number 5 for DeLuca on the year, and it makes it a one-run game.
Mistake made. They're trying to come in. I mean, I guess he gets it right to the center of Vasquez, but look at Johnny DeLuca. We're talking about how quick and short he's been to the baseball. Pulling the hands in tight to the body and getting the barrel on it. And then that ball 4 or 5 rows deep into left field to give the Rays some life here. 2 outs in the 8th. And the hip check. He's even strong on the hip check.
How about that? Well, DeLuca, as we mentioned earlier in the evening, has had a nice stretch. And he hits that one out.
That was impressive. You know, when you see where Vasquez was set up and where Sands delivered the baseball, he put it right where they wanted to put it. So credit DeLuca for making the adjustment on the swing and getting that ball out of here. Great job.
Well, Taylor Walls is due, but Aranda had come out on deck. And he will hit in the place of Walls against the right-hander Sands. And he misses the fastball, strike 1. DeLuca had homered on the last road trip against the Dodgers and hits one here tonight a week later. 1-1. Ran up in the bullpen, the hard-throwing right-hander. One and two. Ronda behind in the count. Cut and miss, and that takes care of Aranda and the Rays, but they come a step closer.
It's time now for the minor league premier plays presented by Capital One.
This one drilled towards left, well hit, way back, and just like that, it's 4-1. Went to the slider, and Alcantara does not miss it. And he crushes this one, and they go back-to-back. Ballesteros does not miss, and it's 5-1. Now this was the cutter.
109.7. And the 2-2 is lined into center field, moving over, and able or unable to make the basket catches Ramirez. Jones is rounding second. He's into third, standing up. 1-1 on the way, and this is lined into left center field. Kersey racing back, and that's going to be over his head and off the wall. On his way around third to score is Cantrell. It's a double for Owen Casey, and it's 10-1.
Well, your upcoming schedule for MLB beginning Tuesday, tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Time. Wednesday, same thing. Then we dip down to 7 o'clock Eastern. They're all nighttime shows coming up on MLB.tv and Apple TV Plus throughout the week. Well, it's time to say goodbye, but I do want to remind you that nighttime shows coming up on MLB.tv and Apple TV Plus throughout the week. Well, it's time to say goodbye, but I do want to remind you that tomorrow the headliners are Chris Sale and Paul Skeens, not facing each other, but they will both be out on the mound. And you can watch these games that are going on right now. Watch them on MLB.tv. You can separately or whatever you want to do. Wild card situation could get a lot tighter by the end of the night. I'm Matt Yaloff. For everyone here, we thank you and we leave you with the best of on Labor Day 2024.
One out, Crawford at first base. Out to right field. This is driven way back, and this ball is gone. It's an early lead for the Mariners on the 28th home run this season from Cal Raleigh.
Me and my dad run.
El primero.